I just want to have some takes on this very headline right here. You see, I was just browsing, through the Nigerian newspapers today. I barely actually read Nigerian newspapers because it's always about one thing, stealing of money. Someone kills someone out there. It's all about negative publications. Don't get me wrong. It is what is going on there that they're actually writing about. But, those stories are not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in new development, progress, and all of that bring about joy and give you hope. Okay, and but not what I'm seeing every day on the Nigerian newspaper. So because of that, I have not been going there. So, but and this very headline caught my attention. I was browsing through as I was going there, and I saw a video there. Okay, I would like us to have a listen. Of that video. Before then, let's see. You are inconsequential. Go contest for councillor. Nigerian minister tells Sowore. As a matter of fact, this very guy right here is the founder of Sahara Reporters. Okay, you can read the rest by yourself. The newspaper was founded 2006. Okay, they have their headquarters in or the base actually in New York. Okay, just to give you a brief background about the guy. He want to contest for the Nigerian president. So, but now he's facing some oppositions from the ministers they have there in Nigeria, who has not been delivering, who has been there in power, looting money. So, but what I want to point out to you here, where before I will have some takes. Okay, I would like us to have some listen. This is the man that was actually opposing him in this very video, and the way they actually have the argument was so immature. And you see, this is what I've been talking about, how the Nigerians lacks some intellectual discourse. They wouldn't they just cannot sit down and talk and exchange their point of views and see where each other disagree. But no, today the Nigerians just want to drink and dance and listen to comedy. Simplicity. That is what the Nigerians love to embrace these days. So if you come around, try to say you want to change things in Nigeria, they will ridicule you. Because the fools always go together. In the midst of them, and you find yourself there, you will be in trouble. Okay, that is what happened here. Let's just have a listen.
And Minister, it's great to see you. This is the minister of an outgoing regime. The Buhari regime will be kicked out of power come 2019.
So now, you can see Sowore was introducing this man, the minister, as the outgoing minister. In other words, the present administration of Buhari, where this man is a minister or he has been appointed as a minister, and they will be going there. That's what this guy said. He didn't mean no evil. He just said this is the outgoing minister. And I think this man would have said, I don't think so. And I begin to express himself and say this is how we will not be voted out because of what they have achieved, because of what they have done, and that the Nigerians are going to vote for them again. This is just a simple discussion, okay? But you are going to see, how the man just retorted. He just snapped and begin to argue. People here, as Nigerians are like that. They want to join anyone that talk most, anyone that probably that is in power, whether he's a fool. People wouldn't just care. They would just begin to join him and begin to laugh at the other guy who's actually saying the truth. Okay, let's see now.
By the wish of the people of Nigeria, because the people of Nigeria, your government has failed us. It's not a dream. It's the realization that you wake up to on February 15th. What is your electoral? My electoral what? My electoral what brought you to power in 2015? It brought you to power in 2015. No, sir. Nobody even heard about some of you in 2014.
No, because you are inconsequential political.
I am consequential because
you see now, and this is what I was talking about earlier. You cannot bring any argument with a Nigerian. It's a typical Nigerian attitude. Okay, I don't know about those who are outside Nigeria, those who live in the US, especially those who live in the US. I think a lot of them has changed. But a typical Nigerian will come in there with some comedy, with some, what are you talking about? You are just a daydreamer. You are inconsequential. What are you talking about? I know more than you. Who are you? You know, that is a typical, Nigerian argument. Okay, if you haven't met a Nigerian guy, a typical Nigerian guy, and you want to talk about international politics, you want to talk about development, whatever that's going on there, some of them will say, leave them like that. When I say being that is the way they are. So what you are seeing here now is this minister try to put down this guy Sowore, saying that, what do you know? You are inconsequential. You are just a daydreamer. Do you know me? You are going to hear a lot of stuff coming from that, from this very man right here. I don't know why they are not showing a video at all. I mean, why they are not showing him. They just focus the video on this, on Sowore. This is the real man right here. Okay? These are the people that are running Nigeria. You see, the Africans, especially the Nigerians, they fail to understand that ministerial position or presidential positions, these seats of leadership ought to have been an innovative, seat. You can't just, come in there and sit down, allocation came in there, you share it, business as, what I would say, business as usual, it don't supposed to be like that. And that is why every time I talk about the Nigerian politics, I always make mention of this guy, Akiwumi Adesina, who was the former Minister of Agriculture in Nigeria under Jonathan. This guy studied in Canada. He has a lot of awards. I deal with this when you look at my previous videos. Immediately the tenure was over. I mean, Jonathan's tenure was over. He was called upon immediately to come and run the Africa, is it Africa Development Bank, because of what this guy has done in Nigeria. And during his, the tenure, a lot of things changed in the Nigerian agricultural sector. There were a series of crop development, crossbreeding, and he was very innovative. And that is what men who are in such positions ought to have been doing. You can't just be a minister of defense. You don't know how to innovate in terms of military tactics and war and what have you. You can't just be a minister of of economy. You don't innovate. Even a president had to be an innovative president. I mean, just look at what Vladimir Putin is doing to Russia, for God's sake. Why the whole, Western world just gathered against Russia right now? Before they will laugh and say Russia is our friend when they have Boris Johnson there. Boris Johnson will fall down, get drunk, and because that is what they want Russia to be like. But when they have a man like Vladimir Putin right now, an innovative guy, he annexed, former Russian territory that was given to Ukraine. The Crimean people voted to join their motherland. And just go and see what is going on in that place right now in Crimea. A bridge has been constructed. Airport is being constructed right there. You come to Russia today. Russia is a place where you want to be. Russia is not what we used to know back in the days where people, you mention Russians and people just laugh. It's no more like that. Russians now, they are more innovative than the Italians and the Spanish and whatever you have here in Europe. And you look at cyber security, Kaspersky, I would say the world most advanced, internet security or, cyber security company. Or look at what Russia is doing. US cannot go to space right now without Russia, rocket engine. Look at their AK-45, modernized. I mean, you look at their weapons, that is being celebrated all over the world right now. I mean, that is what a great man can do. Okay? So this is what this man was doing. You have to be innovative. Okay? So now you have men like this, people like Buhari, people like Atiku. Right now, this guy, he want to contest for the Nigerian, president. I don't know if that is going to work for him. I pray that it will work. Because what this man is trying to do to this guy is to just, diminish him and say, look, you are nothing. But I want to point out something to you here. As you see this man right here, I want to show you something. This is a guy right here, as you can see right here. This is the current, Austria Chancellor, or the Chancellor of Austria. So, because there they have the president there in Austria, just like in Germany, is only a ceremonial president. So they actually delegate the power to the chancellor, or what you might call it, the prime minister, like what they have in Britain. Okay, so but this guy, how old is this guy? Yeah, 31 years old. As you can see right here, this guy was born 1986. Oh my God, I cannot. You see, Nigerians cannot imagine that a 31 years old guy is leading Nigeria. Okay, but what difference does it actually make? Imagine now, okay, you said, those guys who are working in, those guys there in Silicon Valley that are making whatever we are using today, that are making all those things possible. Is he iOS, or Android, Google, YouTube, and the rest of them? Are we going to say, oh, those guys, they are too young? They should be fired, so that we will bring people like John McCain, or old people like, Donald Trump. They will not be able to innovate in this area. It's not going to be possible. Okay? So, like I said before, presidential position is an area or a seat of innovation. That's why you see great countries that has, that became so great overnight. They were led by great leaders with visions, and that were very innovative. That's why I mentioned Russia, before. So this guy right here, I want to show you something right here, because a lot of people don't know about Austria. Let me just show you something right here. What you are seeing here is scientific Nobel per 100 million people, 1945 to 2009. These are the countries that have the highest scientific Nobel Prize. Okay, Switzerland have 22. Sweden, we're not dealing with peace Nobel Prize here. We're talking about scientific Nobel Prize here. Okay, you see Switzerland, you see UK right here, 10. You have Austria right here, 7.9. So you will say that Austria is one of the biggest Nobel laureate recipient in the whole world. Okay, I mean, when we are dealing with Nobel Prize, we're dealing with intellectualism, whether it had to do with economics, or it had to do with biology, physics, and and what have you. These areas are innovative areas. You got to work hard to have this prize. That's why you don't have so many Africans there. Okay, so but this is a country, Austria. They have scientific Nobel per 100 people, bigger than that of Germany. It's being led by a guy like this, a young man of 31 years old. And then you have Nigeria being led by fools like this. And you can hear this man calling another fellow Nigerian, a young guy who want to be the Nigerian president, inconsequential. Because that's the only word that he knows. You have this, are they really, look at this man. Do you really think this man is a competent individual? Is he supposed to be the one that's calling another one inconsequential? This one? With fat belly? Beers, as if it's not even a politician. This is like a village chief. But these are the people you have in Nigeria. Having many wives out there. You have many kids. Come back home and eat. Share those money that has been allocated for development. That's why you don't have good schools and roads and hospitals in Nigeria. Okay? It's because of people like this. And he's calling, I don't know how old is Sowore. I think Sowore should be up to, say, 45 years old. I have no idea. Okay? But I'm just guessing. But old man like this is angry that this guy is coming to run for the post of president. So let's listen further.
Because it was you came on power. Well, you came to power on my back.
Which back?
On my back.
Whose back?
On the back of young people who invested a lot of who invested a lot of hope and aspiration.
You invest more than me.
No, the investment we made in no.
Come and make noise.
No, it's not about noise.
So this is what I was talking about right now. Now he just begin the attack, on Sowore, that he come in there to make noise. He's a dreamer, he's a daydreamer, whatever. And you see consequential. Now you can hear guys, all these people. See, this is what I'll be talking about. When I was watching video yesterday, I see the Russians, they were honoring their fallen soldiers. They call upon orchestra singers, very quiet. A video was being played at the background there, showing those fallen soldiers. People were weeping. They actually stand there, pay attention. When you look at the Chinese, look at their parade, look at whatever they're doing. Everybody just stand there and they are very disciplined. You see, the problem of Nigeria is lack of discipline. You can see people like they're just laughing. They just laughing. Whoever that make the best comedy will be the winner here. Because it's not just because they are young, but Nigeria as a society has been beaten down to embrace, mediocrity. Rather than, intellectualism. This is the case of Nigeria. It has been like that because when you look at the history of Nigeria, I really never have seen anything there. We have never produced good leaders or great leaders worthy of admiration in Africa. You ask any African, citizens, who are the African leaders? No single person they will mention for Nigeria because these are the people we have. But so what they coming in and out of the shadow try to say, this is where we're supposed to go. This is what we're supposed to be doing. He's going to be mocked. He's going to be made mocking of. I mean to say now, other people in Nigeria are going to join such old man, and make fun of this guy. And that's what you are hearing here in the studio. Unfortunately.
It's reality.
Just a noise maker.
Sir, this was the same way Jonathan people were standing in 2014. The rest of it. That's what I'm saying.
What is your word?
We can't be cocky about this. You are going to find out. You are going to be shocked. You are going to be shocked 2019.
So you see, that is a typical Nigerian argument, like I was saying before. Lacking any form of senses, lacking any form of intellectual exchange. And he's just there now. He's going to have the respect because he's a minister. He came in there with SUV, maybe 4 or 5 of them. And people are going to, everybody you are seeing there are going to respect him. Whatever he says is going to be like, yeah, it's funny, right? And whatever this guy is saying wouldn't matter. So now he's there like a pig, and without his BS, that is the way they are in Nigeria. And this guy is going to be the, the underdog there.
No, sir.
You are a daydreamer.
The Nigeria of the future is for dreamers like me. Yes. It's going to be for dreamers like me.
So now, I don't even understand. How come all this argument? Oh no, you are the dreamer. Hey, you are this. Were you there when I do this, when I do that? You are the dreamer. You are just a small boy. What do you know? That is a typical Nigerian argument. They will never pay attention to their young boys. They wouldn't. Especially where these people came from, in the Yoruba land, where, they have to always bow down to their elders. Whether he's wrong or he's right, everybody must bow down to them. In that kind of situation, you will never progress. Because every developed countries of the world, they were led by great intellectuals. Their leaders were the most intelligent people in the society. But now, what am I saying is that in Nigeria, in every areas of leadership, from presidential to ministerial to governor, these are the least intelligent Nigerians. They are, they fought their way in their true intimidations, killing and whatever. And that is why nothing's going on there. And this guy He had to be careful. But however, in this area, in Yoruba land, because I think two of them are from Yoruba land, you know, I think this debate was actually done in, I think in Ibadan, I don't know. You know, but that is the way they are here. I'm actually surprised that Sowore, you know, has the balls, you know, to challenge him, because they don't do that in their place. They always bow to their elders and their leaders. No disrespect. You have to respect your elders. But when your elders are not delivering, that leader shouldn't be respected. He doesn't deserve that respect. It should be pushed aside so that the young one should be given the, you know, the chance to lead. And you have this ambassador coming from the same tribe. You know, Nigeria was rotten. You have this Tinubu and the rest of the in Lagos there, you know, destroying, you know, everything that Nigeria ought to have become today. But their people are just, you know, clapping hands and still bow to them. And you cannot move on like that. You cannot become great people like that. Okay? Unfortunately, that is what's going on in Nigeria. You know, and I'm not attacking Yoruba, please. I don't want you to think that I'm attacking them. But it's just the reality, because what is going on in Nigeria, I just made mention of that. It's not that they are the worst. No. You know, you go to Edo State, it's a disaster. You know, you go to Delta State, it's a disaster. Everywhere you turn in Nigeria, Nigerians lack discipline. They can't even exchange idea in a peaceful way. You know, I met some Nigerians where a Nigerian man will tell you, look, I know this. What are you talking about here? What are you talking about? He doesn't even have a point. But he had to start attacking you that way, and his fellow fools will not join him to attack you. You know? So that is what is going on here. Let's listen further.
Hold on a second.
Thank you.
Can I? We are aware that you came to town yesterday.
Yes.
In respect of your quest
To become president.
what is motivating you? What is inspiring you? So
Like I
is politically motivated.
No, it's not politically motivated.
You see now? He just say any stupid word, and everybody are just laughing. This man wanted to ask a question. What actually motivates you that you want to contest for this post of president? Which is a very usual question to ask someone. I mean, why not just give this guy a chance to say, yeah, this is why I want to be the president? No. You are this motivated. Everybody laugh. Right? You see, that is a fool paradise.
Weakness and arrogance of power we are talking about.
And start from being a councillor.
No.
Why are people laughing with what this man is saying? This is a foolish man. Referring this guy to go and start from councillor position before he can become minister, before he can become president. How does those things matter, for God's sake? Donald Trump is the president of America. He has never been a senator. He has never been a governor. We have the many. Jesse Ventura, who was the governor of Minnesota in the United States of America. This guy was a wrestler. He was one of the best governors during his tenure. But a fool is talking and fellow fools are laughing. And this guy is going to be the scapegoat right now. Even guys that follow him down here will now join these fools and begin to laugh at him. You see, that is what is going on in Nigeria.
Sir,
I've been a member of the House of Assembly once.
before you became minister, were you a councillor?
I was a commissioner to.
No, sir. Before you became a minister, were you a councillor? You were a commissioner. So
for 4 years.
the natural progression for you would have been to go to the Federal House of Assembly then.
So I haven't been commissioner for twice.
No. What I'm saying is that, sir.
We're too small.
No, sir. I've been at this for 30 years.
How old are you?
47 years, sir. Yes, sir. 47 years of age. Maybe
a platform of millions like you to come and.
I'm telling you that I am a giant that is going to kick you out of power in 2019. You are going to wake up. We are going to wake up on February 15. We're going to wake up on February 15 and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Young people of Nigeria, 75% of them will see your back in 2019.
Now, Sowore,
Yes, sir.
Publisher of Sahara Reporter.
Yes.
We were in town yesterday, and I'm enjoying this conversation.
I love it too.
Today is not crossfire. Crossfire is for tomorrow. Basically, we just tell our listeners and millions, tuning in as we speak. What is motivating Sowore, publisher of Sahara Reporter?
I like it that this man come back to that same question again, because the pig they have in the house wouldn't allow him to answer that question. And so this man actually come back to the same question again. Let's see what will happen.
To want to rule this country, because that's what we're hearing that you want to do.
Absolutely.
Why?
I have been around for 30 years fighting for the betterment of this country. First as a student union leader, and of course as a leader of a media movement that brought the government that is today into power.
You see that? The pig is interrupting again. The same question was posed again. I wanted to hear how this guy will answer this question. And I don't even understand why the guy said you want to rule Nigeria. What do you mean rule Nigeria? What is ruling? Are we under military dictatorship? You want to lead this country? You think you can lead this country to where we're supposed to be by now? Is that not the way you're supposed to ask this question? But you can hear the pig also now just interrupting.
Because we reported consistently over.
It's rubbish.
Part-time.
Since you were born, I've been in politics.
Sir, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you when you were speaking.
Years I've been in politics.
You see this?
And I was already
Sir,
a lawyer before I joined politics.
This is a part.
Oh my God. He was already a lawyer. He was already working there. He was already working there before he became the minister. Who even gave him that position? Because, when you have people living in a food paradise, like I said before, this is a population that have been beaten down to embrace, mediocrity, to embrace comedy rather than intellectualism. You cannot today see a place in Nigeria where people are just exchanging, ideas, discussing the future of Nigeria. No, it's going to end up this way. I'm talking, you are talking at the same time. I'm giving you names. You are animal. Your munda, your head, that is the society that you have there, and you wonder why things are like that.
This is the paternalism of our politics.
Rubbish.
No, it's not rubbish, sir. Sir,
This guy have not even said anything. The guy asking, what is your motivation? He want to start saying it. Okay, look, I have been around for a while. I have been fighting for the betterment of this country. Hey, rubbish, shut up, rubbish. The guy have not said nothing. He have said nothing wrong. But the pig in the house wouldn't let him talk, like I said.
This is a kind of arrogance, sir.
You want to become president?
Yes. And I will be president.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't even call it arrogant. Arrogant is a good word for the pig in the house. Okay, I would call him a fool. For me, I would better use the right word. This is the foolishness that I'll be talking about. I would just say it that way.
President. No, it's not that I will be president.
Who will make you president?
You see,
who will make you president? You are a daydreamer. You see, I would like to cut it short here. The video is running, up to 30 something minutes right now. I don't know. So, oh my God, you can watch the rest of the video by yourself. Just go to SoworeReporter.com, and yeah, you will see that video from the headline right there. I'm just tired. Seems stuff like this wouldn't give you hope at all, and this man came into power, Buhari. How could a population of 170 million voted for such a man who was sick? No later, he was sick, old man, and he came into power. Now what do we have there? Stagnation. And then a man like this, maybe like I said before, that 45 years old, I guess, you want to contest for the Nigerian president. This is just a tip of the ice block. What you see here, from this pig right here, because you are going to see thousands of ministers who are like this, who are going to oppose this young man. And that is why, Adesina didn't just want to be a part of that kind of, lack of civility, in the Nigerian political arena that you have there in Nigeria. He bailed out. He was called upon to head the African Development Bank, situated, I think, in Cote d'Ivoire, I guess. He left. Such a man can't even be among, such pigs of ministers that they have in Nigeria. Or Buhari, or who is that? Tinubu and the rest of them? There's no way. There's no way my guy right here, Adesina, could have, been in Nigeria dinner with such people. You wear suit, they wear stuff like that with big stomach. having a lot of kids at home, a lot of wives. There's no way this guy could have been there. So thanks for listening. If you have anything to say, let's discuss this. God bless you.